All right, fellas, I'm going to go with you over the drills that we're going to have tomorrow night for practice. One of the first drills we're going to start out with is called a 7-pass 2-on-1. And basically, we're going to put our defenseman on the opposite corner, face-off dots looking like this, and then we need forwards on all four sides of the ice. There's 7 passes, and again, it ends up as a 2-on-1. So let me show you sort of how it starts. The first pass is always going to start with the defenseman, so I'll use this end first, and then when this end's done, this end will go. But the first pass is going to start right here from the D, so he's going to fire a puck over to this forward. That's pass number 1. As these forwards come down, they're going to cross, and you're going to see pass number 2 go from F2 to F1. Pass number 3 will be to this forward. Pass number 4 will be to the D. Pass number 5 will be to this forward right here. Pass number 6 will be to the F1 and F2 as they come down a loop. And then pass number 7 is he'll headman the puck as they come down on a 2-on-1. So it looks something like this. Again, the drill's going to start with this defenseman. He's going to pass the puck out. So there you have pass number 1 as they come out of the corners. Pass number 2 is the two forwards interchanging it. And in F1 and F2 are going to swing very low once they shoot the puck. One thing I want you to notice is after F1 and F2 leave the zone and they make their passes down here, that defenseman that gave them puck is going to step out and come across. He's going to receive a puck from his buddy in line. He's going to take a shot on net. Once he takes a shot on net, he's going to come all the way down here and play the 2-on-1 coming back the other way. All right? Let's see. Let's finish this up here. F3 is going to pass it down to the defenseman. But keep in mind, your two forwards are crossing. The defenseman is going to have push past up the player 4 on the blue line. And then you're going to see them give it to player 1. And then your 7th and final pass is on the 2-on-1 as they go down and attack that way. All right, really not that confusing. I would watch the video again if you need to. But again, it always starts with the defenseman. And again, we're looking at making sure I'm looking at a target before I pass the puck. Just don't throw a puck from here to somewhere over here because you know there's a forward. Pass it to a stick with a purpose so we know what we're doing. Okay? And I got another drill I like. It's going to be really fast paced, but the biggest thing is making sure that each player follows directions as to what they're supposed to do so the goalie gets a proper warm up, all right? So left wing's going to go in the corner, right wing's going to go at the top of the circle right here. Then you have your right D, your left D, and your center, okay? These are shooting arrows, not skating arrows, all right? So don't think those are shooting arrows. The only person that's really going to walk the puck in and shoot is the left wing, okay? But this is going to be a 3-on-2 once you see how it breaks down. And again, I'm going to keep the pace going quick. But basically, when I blow the whistle, the left wing's going to walk the puck in. He's going to put a quick shot on goal. After he shoots the puck, the right wing's going to take about 2 steps in. He's not going to pass the dot, and he's going to whip a wrist shot on goal. Then the center's going to put his shot on, and you're going to have your left defense take 2 steps to shift the ice, 2 or 3 steps, and then right D's going to take 2 or 3 steps to shift the ice. After the last defenseman's shot and nobody has a puck, the 2D are going to skate as fast as they can out to the blue line. And then if you watch your 3 forwards, the wingers are going to come back full speed, never stopping, crossing their feet. The center's going to come take the center portion of the ice, call for a puck from the coach. And then here's what I'm looking for, and as you can see, I drew it. First guy in the zone takes the puck wide, really wide. You got your middle drive with the right wing going, and then you notice the left wing cheated over to this side of the ice to be the strong side support for a shot. All right? So the goalie gets a little 5-angle warm up, and then our forwards get to practice our offensive zone entry. And the 2 things I see lacking in our game is the forward with the puck is not taking the puck really wide. He's just maybe taking it down the center or a little bit wide. We want to take it really wide and pull that defenseman. And in the middle drive, I'll use Nicky Burke again as an example. You just want to crash that net with that stick blade on the ice, like for a stiff stick and one-timer. Going to go into cycling a little bit. I want to cover breakouts with you, normal breakouts, but I don't want to do it until the full team is here. So we'll go into cycling right here. This is a great cycle warm-up drill, but basically it involves a forward changing places with the defense on the blue line. You guys cycling the puck and then opening up for an opportunity. On Tuesday night, we did stiff stick and one-timer, so pretty much the same thing. So coach is going to blow the whistle, and X1's going to go down and he's going to pick up a puck. Meanwhile, the defenseman is going to move across here. As this defenseman sees X1 carrying the puck up off the boards, he's going to skate down, call for that drop or that cycle, and you're going to see X1 drop it back. And as soon as X1 drops it back, he's going to come take a high road here, and he's either going to be on his one-timer hand or he's going to be on his stiff stick hand. And of course, anytime we put the puck on the net, we want guys to have that net presence. So X2 is just not going to stand there and look at what he did, he's going to crash the net as well. So I'm going to be looking for this player to crash the net, but also for the communication drill for you guys to do that. I got a video of Hockey Canada doing that drill. I want to show it to you really quick so you can see the speed at which they're doing it. So you see the forward comes down, the defenseman reads, he's skating up the boards, he feeds in the puck, he cranks it on the net. You can hear the coach blow the whistle again. Forward's going to come down, the defenseman's going to read him skating up the boards as if he doesn't have an option, and there you see a one-timer. You're going to see a stiff stick here in a second. And watch the forward. His feet, their feet barely stop moving when they come down below the circle and pick up the puck. They always got their feet moving. I think you're going to see one more here. Defenseman reads, he's coming up the boards. They do a cycle. He opens up for the one-timer, and there it is. And I'm fairly certain there's a stiff stick here somewhere, which it might be right here. Yes, it is. And he just does a quick release with the puck. All right, so that's the drill I'll be looking for right there. Make sure I covered it all with you. Okay, once you guys have done a high cycle with a defenseman, we're going to do a forward cycle behind the net, which involves obviously 3 of our players. And so we can run it on both ends of the ice, but 3 forwards are going to line up in the neutral zone. I'm going to let you start with the puck. You're going to go in and take a quick shot on goal on a 3-on-0 attack just to get your speed going. And then once you guys take that shot on goal and attack, you're going to pick one of these pucks in the corner, and the forward is going to pick one up. And here's what I want you guys to notice really quick for me. Obviously, we always want 2 options, right? So we're sort of getting to that position, but you basically got a forward in front of the net, and you have one down low that can come behind the net as well. But basically what's going to happen is the team, or his forwards, are going to read that he's carrying the puck back up the boards because there's no options coming this way. And someone's going to fall back behind, so we always want back support and forward support. O2 is going to call for the cycle. You're going to see X3 give it to him, back to him, and he's going to open up for a shot. If he's not available for a shot, you can do one more cycle, but in this instance he is. Once you take that cycle, you'll come into the corner. You're going to pick up a new puck. He's going to skate up the boards with it. Make sure we have front and back support. O1 will call for the cycle. And then you guys can cycle as many times as you want, or if the opportunity comes, O1 can feed it across for that shot on goal. And lastly, I finished with 1 puck behind the net because what I want you guys to simulate here is as you're coming behind, notice where these guys are. They're up high in the dots versus sitting on top of the goalie where he's going to make that save. Okay? And then finally, the game that we did last week is the power play small game. So you guys are going to set up like this. And this is O zone right there. This is the O player zone right here. This O has everything in a circle right in front. And the same thing with the X's. Can't cross in your zone, but it's one-timers galore. All right? And finally, boys, our power play breakout. Now, you probably heard me many times in the game on our power play breakout. I'm asking one of the forwards to come up here. The reason I'm doing that is when the puck is behind our net and we're trying to break out and attack this way, if we put a forward here and we put a forward on here on this blue line, we take 2 of their penalty killers out of the way. Otherwise, they could stack all 4 guys across the blue line here and make it impossible to get out. So what we're going to do is stretch the neutral zone. What's different from our regular 5-on-5 breakout is on our power play breakout, 2 players are going to come down and you guys are going to curl from the inside out, or like what I call a flower, open up like a flower. Okay? So you'll see him curl. Both those forwards are going to curl inside out. The player behind the net, who could be a center, could be a D, he's going to look to see which one of those guys is his best option to pass to. He's going to basically read what the penalty killers give him and decide which one is the best option. Okay, I'm going to stop it here in a second. So he decides that the left wing is his best option, and he makes that pass over to him. Now here's the key. After he commits to making that pass, this player is going to follow behind and be back support. Okay? The reason for that is if a penalty killer comes and decides to charge him this way and take that option, he can drop the puck back to this player who's following behind. And then again, we have this player as an option to headman to, or this winger who's cutting across the zone is also a headman option. Okay? So the big thing is player behind the net, make sure you follow your pass. You will be a back option. As you'll see in this instance, he does drop that puck back, and that leaves us forward the option of hitting the far winger or hitting the center up here for you guys to attack. This guy's obviously not sitting still, but he'll skid across the blue line. and go in the attack as well. I want you to make sure you guys understand the positioning and the fact that these guys flower out, and definitely we'll walk through it on the ice as we go. All right, see you guys tomorrow.